WrestleLost. It's WrestleLost. Can you believe it? King Bad God. Oh. Woo-hoo. I see that, JR. It's triggered. It's Johnny. It's Drew. Can you believe it? It's going to be a slobber knocker. As they say, anything can happen on WrestleLost. Welcome to WrestleLost, folks.
Yes, it's here. It's the WrestleLost Derby cast.
The sniper.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to WrestleLost. So we're going to start things off a little bit differently this week. Instead of going straight into the news, we're going straight into a watch-along. The crowd is going wild. We have Adam Copeland versus Matt Cardona right now.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah. The former
sure
Zack
this-
Ryder.
Gets the former Edge.
Yeah.
Wonder if-
Hey,
Former
check this
WWE guys.
I'm sure they fought in
Ryder-
WWE at least once or twice.
Zack Ryder used to be one of the Edgeheads.
Yeah.
So yeah, a format has gone out the window for right now. This is how serious I am about this, or at least this is what's going on over here. I just kicked off my shoes. I'm getting relaxed here.
Back in our life.
Mm-hmm. Nice clothesline by Edge.
Yes.
Edge. Adam Copeland.
Adam Copeland.
Oh, fuck.
You sound like me and Daniel Bryan.
Turning into Andrew. like I told you guys before we started, my mind has been elsewhere all day. So yeah, mistakes are gonna happen today.
Well, this match is going to feel some time for the podcast.
Yeah. We were discussing some things beforehand, and even though we're on the road to WrestleMania, it's been a lot of the big news or the big moments we have are coming out of WWE.
Yeah.
If I didn't just have a burger, I'd want a Whopper because that's the commercial.
Where'd you have it from?
The best place in the world, Whataburger.
Oh,
Come
of
at
course.
you, bro.
You get a double.
Fuck. What other places are considered like
get a double.
the best? What's that one at Firewheel?
In and out.
Yeah, I've never had.
I've never had In and Out.
You've never had In and Out.
Never had In and Out. I had White Castle because of Harold and Kumar.
Where'd you have White Castle at?
The frozen section.
Oh,
that's
that's not real White Castle.
It does. Like technically, it doesn't count, but
No.
it was labeled that. So I got it.
No, we need to, if you want to do that, you got to go and take a road trip to New England.
Maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up something because this kind of coincides with something we're gonna do next year. At least Johnny and I. Vegas. So
It's planned anyway.
yeah, we're planning on going. So I was supposed to go last weekend, wasn't able to go because of situations. But now the same uncle that went is like, we're planning on going again before the year is over, but this time we're going to drive.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, that works for me because I really don't like flying. So if we want to drive, we can drive. And yeah, that's what his plan is. And when he told me that's what his plan was, He's like, no ifs, ands, or buts. You're going. You're included. And I'm like, okay, let me inform work that my uncle said I have to go to Vegas.
Well, when is this going to be?
We haven't decided yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, it's on the later end of the year.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not like in December.
Preferably after September 11th.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Hopefully, not around September either.
Why not May? Why not May?
Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah. Double or nothing weekend.
Because they don't want to go to that, and they won't let me branch off. That's why. Like they're gonna stick to the casinos, go to Heart Attack Grill.
My microphone just fell.
What?
The microphone just fell.
Oh. The Heart Attack Grill catch you by surprise? Not finish my burger on purpose so one of the girls can spank me? I don't know.
And they could wheel you out in the wheelchair.
They can do whatever they want, to be honest. It's Vegas.
Okay, this match is back on. It's been back on.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, as long as it's not an STD.
Dang, it's backwards.
That double cross body, that happened literally like 30 seconds ago. Like, are you trying to hurt yourself there, Adam? What's
I've
going
got one of
on?
those shirts where you like push the button and it goes up. But in order to do that, you have to stand up. Because if you push it, it just goes down.
Yeah, I have one of those too. Why is my camera so focused on my face? It's normally not this close up. Am I too close? I'm too close. There we go. That's better. I was just too close. I didn't like the way that looked. I like the sign in the back, the Orange Cassidy song.
Aren't they wrestling tonight?
Who?
Orange Cassidy and Trent
I
in
think
the
they-
tag team tournament against Young Bucks.
Yeah, they should be.
And we're going to see Shibata teaming with Danielson and Cashinelli against Lance Archer and the Righteous.
I guess John's on vacation.
And he finally got his vacation.
But okay. Well, I
But
might-
Renee's still there. That's what I'm
I
saying.
say that. I don't know if he actually got his ticket.
I'm unsure. Because a lot of them were at the CMLL show.
Yeah, that's true. That's tomorrow, actually, I think.
Yeah. I've heard of some things already that went down.
Or was that tonight?
Is it tonight?
I don't know.
I think it is tonight because I'm bummed out that I can't watch it because I have to work tomorrow.
I don't even think it's on Fight or Triller.
Where is it? So do you think with this going down right now, because you know this, there's a good chance of this happening. After this match, we get the Matt Cardona's All Elite graphic.
It's possible.
That would be a hell of a thing to happen, like going into, well, this is just how I would feel about it. going into WrestleMania week, that would be a hell of a signing for AEW.
And Drew did point out this is the second time he's had open challenge for the TNT title.
Because he had one with Cody,
Yeah.
like Andrew said.
Way back in the day.
Way back in the day. Bro, I was watching some. So this is a band that Andrew knows a lot because of sharing back and forth now on TikTok and beforehand with YouTube. The Warning. I was watching a live concert they put up from their home the night they were supposed to start their tour 4 years ago when everything got shut down for COVID. Still a pretty good show.
Mhm.
So yeah, since you brought up the Matt Cardona, Cody Rhodes match they had.
We've been doing the podcast now for 4 years.
Yeah. This was a COVID thing. That's
Well,
how it started.
Initially it wasn't. We started like a couple weeks before.
It turned into a COVID thing.
Yeah.
It kept us sane during that whole time. When everybody was losing their mind. I just got close again. I don't know why. It's the Matt Cardona effect. Ooh.
Ugh. Spear. Oh.
That was close.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, 2K24, worth buying. I like it. You know how much I liked it? I started playing at 11 o'clock, and I stopped playing at 3 in the morning. I played for 4 hours straight. It's good.
Can't wait to get it. Once I get it, we're gonna come up with a way to stream some gameplay.
Yeah, we're definitely going to stream some matches. I just wish there was a way to do the MyGM thing.
Yeah.
It sucks that that's not online yet.
And add a couple and just retain the TNT title.
Yep, with a spear.
Uh-oh. So, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to go down that road. I'm going to keep that one to myself.
No Goldberg.
No, it wasn't anything to do with Goldberg.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Nope. What's that?
Lights went out.
Yeah.
Malachi.
Oh, fuck my life. Malachi's going to kill him, isn't he?
Got the holy shit chance.
See, I think they should use Malachi more. They're not using him right.
I mean, this could be a start here.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're definitely going to get a tag match out of it somewhere down the line.
Oop. Eddie.
Or maybe a trios match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would probably be it.
Now trios match. Can't forget about Big Brody King.
But you're all forgetting the most dangerous person in House of Black,
Julia.
Julie.
Who is-
Julia.
Who
Julia.
Who's Eddie defending the Ring of Honor title for against at Supercard of Honor? I didn't hear it.
I didn't either.
I didn't either. We were talking.
It's either Mark Briscoe or Valakai. Let me rewind a little bit.
Malachi would make more sense.
Mark Briscoe.
Okay.
Huh.
They're showing the graphic on the screen.
Oh,
I was looking at my phone.
it's not
No.
a piece of history. Said today was 11 years ago that Mark Briscoe won the ROH title.
A little bit of history for you. I didn't turn up the volume as much, so
Okay, now we can move on.
okay. Well, now that we've gone through that match, here's Johnny.
So yeah, so like I had told them, there's not much news to get to because a majority of the news happened during the show, mainly Raw. But we do have some free agents coming on Monday. First, Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley, and Chris Sabin will officially be free agents from TNA. So we'll see where they land. This week on Wednesday, WWE is premiering their new show on X or Twitter called Speed. It's going to be their WWE Speed. It's going to be 3-minute matches, and they're actually going to have a title. It's the WWE Speed Championship, which is going to be determined in a tournament.
Yeah, I don't know if I need another show to watch. And the fact that it has its own title, I might give it a watch.
Now, are these going to be normal superstars we see on the other shows competing, or?
Don't know. Let's see.
So every match is 3 minutes or less.
Yeah,
That's
so
interesting.
they get 3 minutes at least. Yeah.
I don't know. I'll give episode 1 a shot just to see how it flows and how the matches actually happen.
I'm getting a lot of 24/7 vibes.
Yeah. I hope it's not, I mean, don't get me wrong, the 24/7 thing was entertaining for a bit.
Yeah.
But after a while, it was just repetitive, the same old thing.
Yeah.
So it lost.
And R-Truth with his 57 title reigns or whatever it was.
Yeah.
One of the most decorated champions in WWE, even though it was only one title. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot. I'll see what it looks like. But they're going to need to do something very interesting to keep my attention.
And finally, WWE have officially banned Vince McMahon. His name, at least, well, from the whole company, but especially from his name being said on TV. So this Monday night, which we'll get to in a minute because there was a lot went down Monday, there was an in-ring segment with Drew, Seth, and CM Punk. And CM Punk asked Drew who was the one that, because Drew had mentioned that he was the chosen one, and CM Punk said, "Well, tell me who who gave you that name, the chosen one." We all know it was Vince,
Yeah.
but Drew McIntyre wasn't going to say it. But apparently, backstage, everyone was holding their breath that he wasn't going to say that name.
And
But it was alright.
not to dive into it right now because it's something we're gonna go more into detail here shortly. But yeah, people didn't know how to react at first to what CM Punk said, but yeah, I audibly gasped. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Between that and something else that happened that night, it made me feel like I was a kid again.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say for now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's all that I have for news. Unless you have any.
Not really. I don't have anything. This is how I'm gonna put this. I am glad that Adam Copeland had a match against Matt Cardona for us to watch and react to,
Yeah.
because that with just this little bit of me here at the end, that was a total of 5 minutes. So we got 17 minutes at first due to us watching that match. So
Yeah.
thank you, Tony. Thank you, AEW, for that. So now that we had the shortest news bit in the history of WrestleLost, since we were talking about some history earlier, we're going to go ahead and get into the moments, I guess. So, Johnny, what's our moment for WWE this week? Because
all right.
there was
Okay,
one.
let's get into it. So I can honestly say that it seems like the Attitude Era is back, because Monday night was probably the best Raws I've seen in years, maybe decades. And there's several reasons behind that. There were two major in-ring promo segments, and then one major angle at the end. And it wasn't even the go home show for Mania. That's going to be this Monday. But so one of the reasons it feels like Attitude Era is because back in '99, when The Rock was first there, you had all these wrestlers that seemed like they didn't seem like they were big stars. You had The Rock, you had Stone Cold, you had Triple H, you had Mick Foley, aka Mankind, among others who I can't think of right now. But right now, it seems like just the same thing. You've got The Rock, he's back. You've got Roman and the rest of the bloodline. You have Cody, you have Seth, you have Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, who's even though he's injured, he still seems like a star. And you can throw Jey Uso in there as well. And then you got Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley, major stars. Becky and Rhea had a fire promo on Monday. Seth, Drew, and CM Punk had 20-minute about promo. And another reason it's the Attitude Era is back is because now you got wrestlers swearing up and down the show. So this promo was outlined by Adam Pearce, but Adam Pearce didn't give them word for word what to say, so they came up with a lot of it themselves, a lot of it on the spot, like the line when we mentioned CM Punk saying that, asking who gave Drew the name of the of the chosen one, and then you had Drew telling CM Punk that for someone that doesn't do drugs or drink, you sure are in rehab a lot. Last
Yeah, that was a
referring
real good line.
referring to his injuries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you had CM Punk started off his promo pretty much saying that he goes down on his wife.
I was about to bring that up. So I think the line was something like, "Y'all know I'm very good with my mouth. Just ask April." And I'm like, "Oh shit! All right, cool." So
Yeah.
yeah, attitude era shit right there.
Yeah, and then CM Punk said that he couldn't be the special guest referee for this match because of these two dipshits, and that actually caught the sense of off guard. So that's why you were able to hear that.
Yeah. So whenever CM Punk, like whenever they told him you can't be the ref because of your arm, you
Yeah,
know, he he got down and he counted the 3
yeah,
with his left hand.
yeah.
Did y'all see what he said backstage? I think it was Jackie Redmond that did an interview, and they only put it like on WWE's YouTube page.
Uh-huh.
I don't think if y'all saw it.
No.
So he continued with more of the Attitude Era style of comment. So he's having an interview with Jackie Redmond, and I forgot what the question was, but the response was, "I do everything with my left hand." And then he turned to Jackie Redmond and he said, "And I mean everything." So, yeah, for those that want to know, CM Punk jacks off with his left hand.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, El Nova? Yeah, Charlotte and Rhea, I think they're going to have a really good match at Mania, so they'll
Charlotte.
definitely go all out.
No, Becky and Rhea.
Becky.
Oh. Well, I was going by the comment he said. He threw me off a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, Charlotte and Rhea, what? But eventually they'll fight it out.
That was the no fans Mania match.
Yeah.
On
Eventually that'll happen again.
Yeah, and that was for the NXT title.
Yeah.
So rewind back to the beginning of the show. Cody was cutting a promo, and surprise to everyone because we all knew that CM Punk was going to be there, but no one knew that The Rock was going to be there. So The Rock's music hits, the place goes crazy, and all The Rock does was gets in the ring and just whispers something to Cody. And later on, backstage, they asked The Rock, "What did he say?" And he said, "Well, go ask Cody." And Cody said that it's not worth repeating. But what he said was he was going to make Cody bleed. At least The Rock was. And it happened at the end of the show. There was a big brawl at the end with the Bloodline and Seth, Jay, and Cody. You threw Nakamura in there because the main event was Jay versus Nakamura, and so Cody gets distracted in the back, fighting with Solo, and The Rock comes and blindsides him, and The Rock takes him outside into the pouring rain and proceeds to beat him to the point where he starts to bleed. This was about, I don't know, maybe 10-minute segment of just The Rock beating down Cody. And he and The Rock, he also cussed. He said, don't fuck with the bloodline, some to that effect. And then when he cut Cody open, when he started bleeding, he took that weight belt, which he had Mama Rhodes written on it, and he put his hand through Cody's blood and put his hand over the belt, saying that now it's just going to need Cody's mom's tears.
Yeah,
And
this just
they even showed a part on SmackDown last night that the beatdown continued after Raw went out the air.
yeah. This just to me guarantees, at least in my mind, that Cody is winning night 2. Even if it ends up being Bloodline rules, I still think Cody is going to win night 2, and The Rock and Roman are going to win night 1. That's just how I feel about it. But to ask you guys the question that Nova said, 1 through 10, how do you score the Cody storyline?
Well, based on what's been going on, I would say 10.
Drew?
Yeah, that's a good storyline. That all depends on how it ends.
Yeah,
If he doesn't finish the story, it's not. It'll be a. Or if they want to really screw us over and make it a 3-year storyline, can you imagine that?
I just can't stand Roman with the belt anymore.
Yeah.
I know, but can you imagine Cody being the first person to win 3 in a row?
So
So
this is
3 rumbles in a row. But I think it's a good storyline. I'd give it a 10.
Yeah.
As long as it finishes. As long as he finishes the story.
Yeah.
And they don't deviate from it again.
Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna say about it. Whenever Raw began this week, I responded to a tweet. I won't go into what the tweet said, but I put up my own post that said he showed that The Rock shows up to Raw just like Roman, says nothing and leaves. And that started up a shitstorm of comments from people obviously defending Roman and The Rock. And because in my mind, the way I was thinking at that moment was, I need physicality. I need something to happen, or else just this talking back and forth is not enough for me.
So we got it.
Yeah, and by the end of the night, we got that. So right now, I would put it at an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to give it a 10 out of 10 yet until I see what happens at Mania.
Right.
So for
And
now,
as far as
be an 8 out of 10.
As far as Roman goes, when was the last time he actually wrestled?
He's the third wheel in this whole situation.
The last match Roman had was at Crown Jewel.
Exactly.
And this is why
we don't want him with the belt, because he never defends the damn thing.
It's like Brock Lesnar all over again.
Yeah, that's my main problem with it right now is Roman, like, he doesn't do anything when he shows up. That's why not only myself, other people on Twitter have been saying that he's like the third, fourth wheel in this whole storyline.
Yeah. Yeah, because now everybody wants to see The Rock versus Cody.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where it's all headed. It all depends on what goes down at Mania. But in a perfect world, I could see Rock and Roman winning night one.
And I heard a story yesterday that we almost never got the tribal chief because back in 2020 when Roman left for 3 months because of his compromised immune system, uh, a lot of people were saying that they would talk to him about coming back. He would say that he was retired,
Yeah.
but somehow something made him come back. So that's when that's really when this whole thing started. It was when he came back in 2020.
Yeah. Imagine if we never got it. Where
Oh,
would we be?
I know. The last 4
Everybody
years.
everybody would still hate Roman and not cheer for him because when he's supposed to be a good guy, nobody likes him. When he's supposed to be a villain, they love him.
And I don't think we see The Rock come back if Roman's not there.
Oh no.
No,
That definitely doesn't happen. And I'm not prepared to say that people would hate Roman right now because you can't hate what's not there.
exactly.
So if Roman wasn't around, he would just be an afterthought.
Well, it depends on. I don't know. It depends. Like if he decide how long he decided to stay out, because it was all about timing and who he. It's when he brought in Paul Heyman and became the tribal chief is when this all took off.
Yeah.
So if he never decided to become the tribal chief and didn't bring in Paul Heyman, he would still be there, but people wouldn't like him. You know what I'm saying? They'd be trying to push him down our throats like they used to.
Yeah.
When everybody was fighting against him being forced on us.
Yeah. That's like what Nova just said. If he has to go for health reasons, but drop the belt. Yeah, if he had to go for health reasons again for some reason, and we never got the tribal chief shit, you can't really hate the guy. You know?
That's what happened last time. He was the champion in 2018 when he had to leave.
Yeah.
Right.
2019.
Yeah. You can't really hate him for wanting to be healthy, and if he can't put 100% into it, I get it. So, but now we're far moved away from everything that happened with his leukemia.
Yeah.
And there hasn't been anything said about it affecting him.
Yeah.
So.
And they just showed a commercial. He's going to be the focus of the season finale of Legends on A&E tomorrow night. It's all about Roman.
Well,
I should have waited.
Interesting too on that on the A&E Sunday. Did you see who the rivals is going to be?
No.
It's going to be The Miz and Daniel Bryan. Which is funny because he's with AEW now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one.
Well, last week was the Christian Edge.
Oh, yeah.
Hardys and Dudleys. None of them are over there. They're all AEW.
Yeah.
Well, one of them's there. The other one's there is Devon, but he's backstage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edge, Christian, the Hardys are in AEW.
Yeah. So one more thing about the end of the show Monday is there's a lot of speculation that last week that I think it was PW Insider was saying that Stone Cold, John Cena, and The Undertaker are going to be at WrestleMania. Don't know what they're going to do yet, but in the closing moments when The Rock had Cody out there it looked like they were out near the docks of the arena. And
yeah, they were in the rain. It was raining.
Yeah, the WrestleMania buses or the buses. First of all, I didn't mention Cody was getting slammed into his own bus. But in the background there was also the WWE production buses, and they had the WrestleMania logo. But instead of having like Drew, Jay, Seth, Logan Paul, the ones that you would normally have on the sign, they had Stone Cold Steve Austin and John Cena and Trish Stratus as well. So this is speculation of people that we may see, legends we may see at WrestleMania, also possibly maybe even helping Cody.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll do that, but it is the 40th anniversary, so there is going to be some kind of celebrations for past WrestleManias.
Yeah,
Maybe they'll bring out like the Undertaker and talk about his streak and
and
the big moments.
last night they were talking about on SmackDown. They're going to have all kinds of festivities going on next weekend in Philadelphia at the Wells Fargo Center. That's where they're going to have the SmackDown Hall of Fame, and they're going to do the pre-shows with a huge panel out in front of the stadium before WrestleMania. I think Biggie and CM Punk are going to be on the panel. But also, again, like we mentioned, I've been mentioning last few years, WrestleMania weekend's not just about WWE.
Yeah.
And Philadelphia is going to be bombarded with wrestling from ROH Supercard of Honor Friday night to GCW's Collectives, which is going to happen all weekend long. You got WrestleCon, you got TNA and New Japan will have their dual show. All kinds of different indie promotions. Wrestling for pretty much all week leading up to the Raw after Mania. So if you have a chance to get out to Philadelphia, at least attend at least one wrestling show because there's plenty to choose from.
And Saturday afternoon is Stand and Deliver, the NXT show.
Yeah.
before
before
night one.
Yeah, but like Nova said, hype as fuck for this. They can afford to bring in all sorts of things.
Oh yeah.
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 I just don't want it to be overdone to where it questions or overshadows Cody's win.
I want Triple H to overbook the shit out of
that. It's fine to go a little bit overboard, but to go crazy overboard, I don't know if that's something I would want. Because I don't want people questioning Cody's win. We have enough of that going on as is. So,
and I don't think it's going to be about them actually helping Cody. I think it's just going to be everyone that Roman has confronted in the past who are now gonna get, give Roman what he deserves. He gave The Undertaker his second loss at WrestleMania, which, by the way, The Undertaker recently said that he thought Bray Wyatt should have been the one to break his streak, not Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
And of course, we have Roman's history with John Cena, and he never had anything with Stone Cold, but I'm sure Stone Cold will find. But he does have a long history with The Rock, though. So,
when has Stone Cold ever needed a reason to kick somebody ass? That's all I'm gonna say.
Or it could be just current people coming out to help him. All the people Roman has screwed over in his title reign right now.
Exactly. That's it. That's just it.
Like Sammy, like Kevin, like.
Oh yeah, we'll get those people too. I'm sure Sammy and Kevin and Jay,
Randy Orton.
I mean,
Logan even.
On the other side, you might even get Rikishi coming out.
Yeah,
maybe
I don't see Rikishi coming out when his boys are on the opposite end of the spectrum.
And no, to help them, help the bloodline.
Well, I don't see him coming out because Jay's not part of the bloodline. Only Jimmy is. Well, I guess Jimmy and Solo is. So.
But they're still his sons.
Well, I know, but is he going to fight his own son to help his other son? I don't see that happening.
I've heard maybe Stone Cold can run Rikishi over.
Yeah,
but and damn, if that glass shatters I'm gonna pop.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I'm gonna pop for a lot of shit that night.
Yes.
So hell yeah. This was definitely very Attitude Era esque
Yes.
to the point where when they were fighting in the dock, I thought The Rock was going to throw Cody over because it
Oh.
looked like there was a ledge.
That would have been a great spot.
Yeah, just
If they
have a
would've put-
crash mat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been risky. There's always a little bit of a risk, but as long as you got the positioning right, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
So that's something I would have wanted to see, but maybe that was a little bit too much to ask for. You got to protect them in a way going into WrestleMania. I get that as well. I don't know if there's anything else Andrew wants to add as far as a moment, because this was a pretty big moment.
Hey, yeah. See, that moment took up about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't watch Raw. I wasn't home. I wasn't. I'm sorry.
Well, do you have? I mean, I'm sure there's got to be something on SmackDown, maybe.
Well, you be talking Jade Cargill in her first actual debut?
Sure. Yeah.
She did her 3 moves. I don't know. There's not really.
All right.
I mean, her entrance, her new entrance is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, evidently, she's already got a match for Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's what I'm going to say as far as a moment for me for WWE this week. My moment, I'm going to have to leave y'all on a cliffhanger. My moment is going to come on Monday whenever we do our live reaction Bray Wyatt documentary, because, yeah. I'm not ready for this, man. But y'all are going to see our live reaction to that here. And yeah, that's going to be my moment of the week.
That'll lead into Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good documentary. I'm really looking forward to watching it.
Yeah.
Don't know about the emotions I'm going to have when I watch it.
Yeah.
But it looks like a good watch, so we'll see.
Yeah. It's going to be a real good watch. So I can't wait for that.
And maybe we can get Taylor to honor his brother.
Yeah.
That'll be Monday at 4:30.
Yeah. Maybe it'll lead to something. We'll see. So now that we've gotten our moments in there for WWE, I'll see if Johnny has anything to bring up as far as a moment for AEW. And I'm being called real quick, so I'll be back.
We'll see if there's anything for AEW, because I found it hard to find a moment this week. I mean AEW is always good, but there's nothing that really stood out. And I think it's because the way that Dynamite flowed on Wednesday, you had no promo segments, no in-ring interviews. No, you had a couple little backstage bits, but nothing really much. But I like the way that the show structured itself, teasing an opponent, someone from the first match, possibly being a future opponent of someone from the last match. So the first match we had Will Ospreay versus Kazuchika Shibata, which is 7 years since they last had a match, which they're very different styles now. Shibata's had to change his style because of his life-threatening brain injury that he had. And Ospreay's old now. He knows more. They had a really good back and forth match, and at one point, Shibata kicked out at one from the Oz Cutter, So that was cool. But the last match was Swerve against Takeshita, and a lot of people were saying that when we come to All In London in August, it's going to be Swerve versus Osprey. So if I don't have one particular moment, it was probably just the entire show.
So the entire show.
Well, I was talking about how the show flowed.
Oh,
You didn't.
No.
There weren't any promo segments. No backstage. I mean, no
They had the Young
in-ring.
Bucks not wanting Marvez back instead of
Well,
that was
I mean,
funny.
you had a couple of backstage bits, but no like in-ring promos or interviews.
Yeah.
And I was also saying how they were teasing a future match by with one wrestler from the first match with another wrestler from the last match. You know, first match you had Osprey versus Okada. Last match you had Takeshita versus Swerve, and a lot of people are saying that's your match for All In London is Swerve versus Osprey.
that I'm not prepared. Like, I'm happy with what we've gotten from Will Ospreay so far. It's been 5-star match after 5-star match after
Oh
5-star
yeah,
match.
yes,
He has not let up since he showed up in AEW. But yeah, him versus Swerve, whenever that does finally happen, it's gonna be pretty damn intense.
yeah.
So
I think Dynasty were going to have a 7-star match. Oh, I don't know.
Well, possibly Danielson versus Osprey.
yeah, like there's so many different ones that can still happen. So yeah, we're for a very long time we're gonna be enjoying everything Will Ospreay does, and every single time we're gonna be even more surprised. Just when you think we can't be, we will. So yeah, maybe not a specific moment from Johnny, but yeah, Will Ospreay just being a badass is moment enough. Was that your dog again?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, I see something. I see darkness. Either he's wiping something down on his screen, or it's
Hello,
his,
darkness, my old friend.
yeah. Oh shit. Well,
That was quick.
Kind of is a bit of a lead into see if Drew has a moment for AEW, since his dog kind of took the spotlight there again, as he tends to do.
Depends on how far we can go back. I want to go back to the week before last.
Okay.
We can, because we didn't go last week.
I want to talk about the TNT title match between Edge and Christian. The I Quit match.
Yeah.
Between who and Christian?
Adam Copeland and Christian, whatever. You did it earlier. Don't talk
Adam
about
No, I
Copeland
gotta
and-
point it out still.
Adam Copeland and Christian Cage.
Christian Cage. Got to throw that cage on there. I'm talking about the other guy.
I'm not talking about Brian Cage. On Rampage.
And we're not
Yeah.
talking Mortal Kombat, so it's not Johnny Cage.
Cage. This is probably one of the few times I might have actually felt sorry for Christian Cage. Because, come on, spike to the nuts
Yeah.
like twice. After he got kicked like 3 times, then he
Yeah.
got spiked to the nuts. I kind of felt sorry for him. See, what I thought he was going to go after Wayne and make Christian watch.
Mhm.
But no, he went straight after Christian. So, yeah, that was just one hell of a match. They killed it.
I wouldn't have been surprised if they would have had Adam Copeland go and try and get Christian to give up by him going for someone else
Yeah.
because it's been done to him before. We know what happened in WWE.
Yeah, because
You know,
they went after Beth, and that's how he
yeah, he's
lost his
seen
last I
Phoenix
Quit
against
match.
him. So
That's
even
how he
though
lost his last I Quit match against Judgment Day.
yeah. So even though it is a different company, I wouldn't have been surprised if they would have done something like that. But here's the thing I'm gonna bring up about this match. I'm glad Adam Copeland won, but here is where my trouble lies a little bit. Is the ending. You took Spike to the nuts,
Yeah.
and that didn't make you give up. But he threatens to hit you in the head with Spike, and you give up.
Well, because if you hit him in the head, he's going to scratch his pretty face. Oh, I don't know.
Hit you with Spike in the cojones. That would hurt.
Well, that's just a
as
that's just a
man.
that's just vasectomy without a surgery fee.
And no medication at all that we know of. Not starting any rumors, not saying Christian Cage is on drugs or whatever. But that would hurt, bro. Like, we're talking castration here. Pretty
So, you
much
know-
that's what we're talking about.
I'm surprised that a lot of people didn't point this out, but did y'all know? Because Adam Copeland mentioned it where he got Spike from. He got it from Mick Foley.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he got it from Mrs. Foley's baby boy.
Mick Foley, you sick son of a bitch. I love it.
My favorite wrestler of all time.
He's definitely up there. I got a very big list of all timers. That's
Well, I got a list of ones I really, really like, but Foley's been my favorite forever.
Yeah, going back to the original Cactus Jack.
Yeah. Then Mankind, then Do Love, then Cactus
back in
Jack's
the-
back.
Back in the 80s.
all the faces of
Yeah, he was Cactus Jack in WCCW.
Yep.
Yeah, with the Von Erichs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that is a discussion for another day because I have a very long list of people who are like my all-time of all times of all time.
And in fact, he used to call himself Cactus Jack Manson.
I'm glad he dropped the man. But yeah, man. Yeah.
Kind of like Mean Mark. Remember Mean Mark?
Yeah.
Managed by Percy Pringle?
Yeah. Sometimes these characters just don't work, but what comes after is a whole lot better. You know, let's just for sake of throwing another name out there, Stunning Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Who knew he could have that blonde of a hair? You know?
Yeah.
He could like go up against Triple H as to who had the best hair.
Or as he was known when he was in WCW, terrorizing.
Oh jeez.
That
That was not a good name, was it?
his original gimmick.
Yeah, that was not a good name. But we're not here to dog on people's names right now.
And then he went to John Paul Levesque.
Much better. Much better.
Yeah.
Sounds like he needs to be drinking tea and eating crumpets or whatever. That's fine.
That was Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Come on.
Well, yeah. But that was his WCW character, though.
Right.
Still, we appreciate everything he did, even though we make fun of Terror Rising a little bit. As far as my moment for AEW, I really have to bring up Chris Statlander versus Willow Nightingale versus Anna Jay versus Sky Blue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just come on, man. In a division where you just brought in Mercedes Moné, we knew it was going to elevate other women, that it was going to put more eyes on the women's division. And the question, a lot of questions coming out of this match is, what is the status of Willow Nightingale? What is the status of Anna Jay and Sky Blue as far as in the division? Where do they stand? That's a very good question after this match. But also, what's the status of Statlander? Because she seems to be losing it a little bit more every single week. Is she still on the good side? Is she on the bad side? We don't know. And Andrew has been a very big fan of Statlander for a very long time. So have I. And yes, when she came back from her injury, she came back as a face. But before that, as we brought up, she was full heel.
Yes.
And it seems like they're wanting to continue that story again. So they're trying to work their way back around to pick up where they left off.
Well, they are, because they put her with Stokely. And
Yeah.
every match, he's trying to get her to do it the wrong way.
Yeah. And now she seems to be more capable of wanting to do whatever needs to be done to win. Hasn't worked out every single time or at all. But yeah, I'm just very interested to see where they're finally going with her heel character, because it left us a lot. It left us wanting a lot whenever she was doing it the first time around. So I just had to bring up that match. A lot of people still seem to be pushing for Sky Blue above everybody else, just because she got a bit of a push there as well for a good while.
Yeah, and you noticed in that match, Willow and Statlander never went at each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Willow won that match, which means she's the number one contender for the TBS title. But it also furthers the feud between Willow and Mercedes.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the question I want to ask you guys. And she hasn't been with AEW for long, but some of the comments I started seeing on Twitter, and I want to see what your guys' thoughts on it is. Do you think AEW is starting to drop the ball on Mercedes Moné?
No, I don't think so. Not every debut needs a major push right away. And Okada, like right now, Okada, he's transitioning to a new character, a new heel character. Will Ospreay's the same old Will Ospreay, still putting on the 5-star matches.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're just waiting for the time when the time's right. And she's going to be a star in AEW.
Yeah.
Some people just got to be patient.
Yeah. She's a big enough name that she doesn't need a push.
I'm going to give you another name, another recently debuting star that needs more attention. Zach Knight. I'm ready for this Angela Parker Zach Knight feud to get off of Rampage.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to see Zack Knight in an actual match.
In just backstage segments.
Yeah. Because obviously people know that is Saraya's brother.
Yeah.
If you don't know, what rock have you been under? Because it's more than well known. And
Even
not
under the rock.
yeah. And
Go watch his movie Fighting with My Family.
yeah. Go watch Fighting with My Family and you will see what went down with them and which was one of the funniest parts of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the movie, I'm sure, I don't know if it's true or lie, he taught a blind kid to wrestle. Come on.
Yeah,
No, that was true.
that was true.
So it was-
That was true.
yeah,
So,
he taught a blind
in
kid how to
theory-
wrestle. So
In theory, he could have taught me.
hey, we could have. I look, as I've never really been good at public speaking, but if he would have ended up training you for any reason, and you would have been like I wouldn't say the first ever blind wrestler. At least we could say the first ever blind wrestler in WWE or whatever.
Yeah.
I would have been security or your mouthpiece or whatever you needed me to be. Like, I'll be on the mic for you, bro.
Yeah.
And Andrew would have done something too. We can't leave him out of it. So we would have been the new Mean Street Posse.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll go with a sweater vest.
I'll wear a sweater vest.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
you probably don't want to see me in one.
Trust me, you don't want to see me in one either. But for the money and to be in WWE, I will wear a sweater vest.
Pete Gas over here.
I would look like George Jamel Steel without his shirt on.
Hey, I wouldn't look any better, bro. So we'd be
Oh, well,
right
then
there
you
with
can be the guy that goes and tears up the turnbuckles.
it. Oh shit, we need to be signed by WWE. At first we were saying that as far as like writers and storylines and stuff like that. I think we could have come up with some great shit.
Yeah.
But now we're putting ourselves out there as wanting to be on-air talent. Like, come on. We're all of us are pretty much going in there well into our 40s or diving into our 40s. So
No.
Hey, DDP didn't start wrestling till he was 35.
I'm 39. About to be 40. Y'all are older than I am.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I'm fixing to hit the other one.
Yeah.
Talk about milestones you don't want to hit. Okay, one thing before we wrap up here, and this, I don't know if y'all have seen this, but I know at least Johnny knows that it was supposed to happen. Sean Ross Sapp was in a match again this weekend. And it was like a Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened?
No, I heard he was going to be in one.
Yeah. Well, he obviously got eliminated, but I can't remember what move it was, but he took a finisher from Swoggle and then he was thrown out. But the arena is so small that as soon as you step out of the ring, the ramp is right there.
Oh,
So he got thrown out. He falls face first halfway up the ramp, and then you just see him slide down like a cartoon character. I'll have to post a clip later, but it's one of the funniest things I've seen this weekend.
he did the Titus World slide, but he went the other way.
Yeah, he went the opposite way. He went up the ramp and then down the ramp.
And I do remember back in the day, like WWF had some of their house shows. They did have it like that, where the ramp went right down to the ring, so you could like like just walk down the ramp and then right into the ring. So yeah,
Yeah. And see, I keep on thinking of things the more we talk, but this is the final thing I'll bring up, I'll promise. I just want to give shout outs. I just want to give a shout out to Brian Danielson for him finally, even though it hasn't air quotes happened because we haven't seen it yet, but him having a match in CMLL because that has always been a dream of his. So shout out to Brian Danielson for finally getting his dream of having a match in CMLL. So, hell yeah. Some pretty good shit, mostly from WWE, but this is the road to WrestleMania. So that's
Yeah, it's ramping up.
going to be.
Actually, next weekend.
next week. but the festivities kick off like midweek, I think Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I should mention too, tomorrow TJPW, it's going to be the match between Minoru Suzuki and what's it, Yuka Sakazaki, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on a note for Monday Night Raw, the first hour is commercial free.
Yeah.
That has been revealed that the first hour of Monday Night Raw will be commercial free. So it'll be the go home shows for WrestleMania.
And this time The Rock is advertised. The Rock and Roman.
Yeah. So this time, I just hope for more chaos. We'll see what happens. But let's just make it safe. Let's make it safely to WrestleMania. Because anything can happen at any time. And the last thing we need is an injury the week of WrestleMania. So go crazy, but don't go too crazy. But to see if he goes crazy trying to think of an answer, it is time to stump the brain. Is it a WrestleMania question?
I don't have any of those, actually. I don't
Oh,
think.
damn.
Actually, this is one I thought of on the show, and I looked it up, researched everything during the show today.
Oh, nice.
Which individual wrestler, has the most tag team reigns in WWE?
Those tag team reigns.
And no, he's not talking about Roman.
Better not be, I swear. This is a Roman Reigns question.
He has the
No.
most reigns as a tag team champion, as a single wrestler.
Off the top of my head, Kofi Kingston.
No. I think Kofi was like third on the list with like 7 reigns.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
Is that R-Truth?
No.
That would have been funny if it was R-Truth.
Randy Orton?
No.
Okay. Okay, I need to stop guessing because that takes away the gimmick.
It's actually Edge.
Oh, shit.
He has 7 reigns with Christian.
That makes sense.
He has 2 with Benoit, 2 with Jericho, 1 with Mysterio, 1 with Orton, and 1 with Hogan.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, he has 12 reigns. It's 12. I think Booker T has like 11.
See, I
Which
was
is
thinking
his brother.
Or
Booker
like
T. It didn't say. I don't know how many, who that was, because I didn't
but
look that
those
up.
were in WCW though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but technicalities.
Yeah.
WWE owns WCW now,
Right.
so
And I thought you were talking about like a current wrestler.
he's current, just not WWE.
Oh, right. But
I mean, we just saw him. Like
He's a
20
current wrestler. I just watched him on TV.
not
20 minutes
not
of the
WWE.
show is us reacting to a match. So, yeah.
About an hour ago, we saw him.
Yeah. Yeah. An hour ago, a match was ending with him.
Yeah.
So,
And then they did a backstage segment a little bit later.
And we didn't think we had enough to fill an hour.
thanks to that match, we did because it was. If it wasn't for that match, it would have been exactly an hour.
And the
but
30-minute discussion of
of
The Rock and
bloodline.
Cody. Yeah.
The Rock and Cody. Yeah. Well, it's going to be an interesting ride, folks. And even though I would say that we're not going to be back until we do our WrestleMania watch along next weekend for both night 1 and night 2. We're going to come at you Monday with our watch along for the Bray Wyatt documentary.
Yeah.
I'm going to rush home because I can get here in time. We said we'll start at 4:30 Central. So
Yeah.
give or take a couple of minutes. We'll start around that time, but I'm going to rush home and I'll be as ready as I can be to watch it. Just know that
Do we know how long it is yet?
No, nothing as far as length of time has been released.
We'll find out when we push play and it shows
Yeah.
a little timer.
Yeah, we'll find out as we push play. But yeah, fair warning: be prepared for the emotions.
Yes.
Because as you can see, the Fiend is my dude.
Be prepared to see grown men cry.
Yeah, be prepared to see grown men cry as I eat a snack of peanut butter filled pretzels because I'm straight out of work.
He's gonna eat his feelings.
I'll be eating my feelings away.
Drowning your sorrows with food.
The only thing missing is like a tub of Haagen-Dazs.
I was gonna say, get your pint of ice cream.
Oh shit! No, I don't need that, man.
Just pick you one up on the way home.
No, ice cream does sound good.
Just grab one while you're at work.
I might go get a milkshake right now. Now I want ice cream. Jeez. But yeah,
Swing by Brahms, get you a blizzard.
Monday, 4:30 Central. We will be all in the field, but it'll be a good time. So, hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend. It'll be a short week, a short time off. Like I said, because we'll be back on Monday. So there's that to look forward to. So until then, hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend. And we will see y'all on Monday.
If y'all celebrate Easter, happy Easter. See you Monday.